Welcome to Dr. Mara Karpel and Your Golden Years. And this is our first live interview, YouTube interview, with one of our live guests for the radio show. This is Lynn Shank, who is a later life issues expert and an expert in Medicare and author of the book, Help, My Parents Are Getting Older and I Don't Know What to Do. And in a few moments we're going to be starting the radio show and talk about all of the changes and information that we need to know about Medicare. But right now we're going to talk about this book. Great book. I read it a while ago and it's extremely helpful. So maybe you can talk a little bit, Lynn, about why you wrote this book and what it's about.
Thanks, Mara. Thanks for having me. I wrote this book because for 8 years people were coming into our offices and saying the same things over and over. They were at a point of crisis. Their parents had a health issue suddenly and they didn't know anything about what to do as far as their parents' information, what kind of health care did they have. They were clueless, because they had never had those conversations. And so at that time, nobody had really written anything. And 8 years later, I finally found a book coach to help me put together the book and get the thoughts out of my head and into paper. And what really kind of the last straw for me was a conversation I heard on NPR radio. And there was a wonderful expert on aging who was on the show, and he was talking about what to do when your parents had driving issues or certain issues, and they had call-ins. And two ladies called in, and one lady called in and was talking about her father who wouldn't give up the car keys, and he was very belligerent when she had to get involved and just get very adamant about it because he was in danger.
Common problem.
Yeah, absolutely. And so there were 3 or 4 experts on the call. And the poor lady never really got an answer as to what to do. So the next call, another similar situation. I can't remember exactly what her mother's issue was, but it was the same situation where here was a parent, an older parent, backed into a corner, having to make a sudden decision about something.